over the last, I don't know, little while with her injuries, I've been working on, not necessarily injuries, with her being out of commission. I've been working on the garlic off and on. I wanted to do a video of me harvesting the garlic, and I've not got to that. I made a couple shorts of it, but I've never made an entire video. Sorry, I didn't realize I was out of the picture. So today I'm going to take you along for the rest of the garlic harvest. I need to stop at the greenhouse, get a couple 5-gallon buckets, and we'll go down and harvest garlic together, the rest of the garlic together. I got a lot so far, but there's a little, probably a bucket and a half maybe down there yet, and I'll show you how much we have when I get back with these full. And the garlic is right there, and there is the garden, part of the garden. Stuff is looking amazing, and I need to check the zucchinis too. I'm sure there's some on. Look how nice them plants look. Green beans, they've been eating tops out of them a couple times. The deer hadn't bothered the corn yet. That's sweet corn, and that over there is green corn. And the peas definitely need picked. Hopefully I'll get to that today sometime. And the garlic was here, this bed and this bed. And yeah, I ain't got much left. I hope maybe a bucket, no, maybe just a little over a bucket full, but that's about it. And then I'm not sure from what I'm gonna like to put a cover crop in there, but I may move the fence there and let the ducks have that patch, the 2 garlic beds and that little strip of grass for the next, I don't know, till I'm ready to maybe put more garlic back in or ready to move them somewhere else. So it's been, I don't know, I pulled the garlic out over the last week or so, week and a half, and just left it lay on the ground until it's pretty much dried up. As you can see, it's cured pretty good. So now only thing I'm doing now is I'm just knocking what little bit of dirt's still left in the root ball off. Then I'm going to cut it about right, I don't know, 2 inches. Let this about 2 inches long. Just cut it and stick it in there, and then I'll throw the stem back in the garden. And some of them have a lot of soil on them, some of them don't. I've done it this way before at a different scale, basically. I didn't do this many and let lay in the field, but this is by far the best way to get your garlic to cure, and you save the mess because they dry better with the stems still on them than they do with the stems cut off. And if you let the stems on in the greenhouse or wherever you cure them at, they take up so much more space. And so far I have gotten 12 5-gallon buckets of garlic. Some of them's really nice heads, some of them not so much. But that's all right, all garlic is still good. We'll mince what we use. We usually don't use fresh garlic. I mean, we'll use a little here, a little there, but for the most part, we don't. We usually mince it, and then we have it that way until next year's harvest. We'll probably do, I don't know, we don't use a lot of garlic, maybe 3 or 4 pints, which is actually a lot of, there's a fair bit of garlic, but 3 or 4 pints, usually about all we use of minced. And that makes our sauces and whatever we use to cook with. And a lot of these will be saved for us for seed, and then we'll sell some seed, and the rest it's not seed worthy will just be sold as garlic. Either at the farm market here or at the auction, whichever, however things work out. Main thing you want to do when you do this, or I guess maybe you may not, but for me anyhow, I want to keep as much of the organic matter down here as possible. I don't want to take all this away. Even the I'd call it straw, but whatever you want to call the dried up stems. Like to let it down here because I want to let it here so it biodegrades and rots down. And like you got to keep adding back. You can't just keep taking away. I always leave as much organic matter in our fields as possible. Now with beets and onions and stuff like that, you can't really, but you can always add it back by compost or mulch or whatever. You want to leave as much of that here as you can, and definitely add as much as you can. Well, these garlics in the greenhouse will cure for I don't know, some of them may not cure very long before we start getting rid of it, and some of it may cure for a good while. It depends. I mean, whenever we get back to the farm market, we'll definitely have garlic whenever that is. Whenever that is. Before we go back, I need to sort through it and figure out what we're going to mince right away and what we're not going to mince right away. What we're going to mince right away and use for us, and what we're going to save for seed. What we're going to sell for seed, and what we're going to sell for just garlic. The one like this will be seed, whether it's our seed or somebody else's. That's the seed. That's what the seed will be. That's some big garlic. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 cloves in there, and each clove will make a whole other bulb this size next year if grown correctly. And that is the 13th bucket of garlic that I pulled out this year. That's a lot of garlic. And most of them are really nice. We do have some smaller ones, but there still ain't nothing wrong with that little one. No, there's the little one. That's probably our worst, well, not one of our worst ones. That's about the smallest one I've seen. So there's a fair many of them. It's that little, but most of them aren't quite that small. So now we'll come in the greenhouse and I'll show you how we're curing these. And for those of you that have been watching our shorts, keeping up with everything, you already know everything I've told you. Except you've never seen the full amount, and you're about to here in a minute. And all I have is just real thin Agribond, just frost blanket, just the thinnest one they make, which we have probably 1,000 feet of it or so, close to it maybe. And the reason I put it down is because the holes in our tables in our greenhouse are too big. Some of this garlic will fall through. Some of it won't, but some of it would. Then I just spread it out. Don't want none stacked on top. It can touch each other. Doesn't matter a whole lot, but I don't want them stacked on top of one another. And they take up way less room when you harvest them this way than they did harvesting the way we've done the past couple of years. And it's way drier in here too already. I mean, these are way dry. And there's always airflow coming through here. The wind's blowing. Some of that garlic, man, look at that. Some of that garlic is ginormous. And that right there is how we're going to leave it for a week or so. Probably maybe later this week. Like I said earlier, she goes back tomorrow. We take her to the surgeon to see what he says, and if she's comfortable, I could put her in the golf cart, bring her down to the greenhouse. She could use her walker to come back here and sit down, and she could actually clean some of this up if she wants to. I know she's tired of being stuck in the house. I brought her outside a few times, but I know how she is, and everybody else that watches this and knows us knows how she is too. Now, some of these, I'm going to show you these couple as an example. These ones like this that split already, they split because I left them in the ground a little bit longer than I should have. They was going to actually split and make new plants, so you'd had that's four cloves. That'd have been 4 more heads, but they'd have been small if you'd left them grow. So these will take in once they cure a little bit longer. We'll take these ones in and mince these right away. Ones like this we'll mince right away. This one here, I'm not 100% sure. It may be a little moldy, maybe, but once it dries out a little bit more and you clean the paper off of it, you'll see. But most of them are super nice. I mean, that's just, look at that. That's real nice garlic. The ones like that we'll be saving for seed for us or for sale. The ones we'll sell for garlic will be ones like this. There's nothing wrong with that head either. But I'm not sure how much is actually here. We planted about 1,500 and some odd head cloves, so we should have roughly that many. But look at all that garlic. That's the most garlic we've ever done by far. There's a couple there that just caught me walking past. Them's like ginormous. Look at those. As you can see, most of them are that way. That's some really super nice garlic. Some of them, but they're starting to dry pretty good, as you can hear. So that's how we do our garlic. That's how we're going to start doing our garlic anyhow. I'll put it that way. All doing really good. that's going to wrap this video up. If anybody has any questions about garlic or any other thing we do around here, just let us know, and we'll answer your questions. Soon I'm going to do a garden tour. I'm sure everybody's wanting to see that. I haven't done one for quite a while. I used to last year. I tried to do that about once a month. This year I haven't gotten to it that often. Been busy trying to keep up with everything, and then knowing she was going to be laid up for a while, we weren't 100% sure how that was going to all work out. We still aren't, but anyhow, still keeping up with everything we need for us. If we have extra, that's great. If we don't, it doesn't matter a whole lot. But anyways, y'all take care and God bless.